what they say about people who say, uh, we've already tried it. It has failed in the past. You know, well, Jesus has been around for a while. Been around 2,000 years. If love would have worked, it would have worked by now. You know, but hate was really prevalent back in the Roman Empire. It was might made right. You don't do what you say, we'll just crucify you. You know, it wasn't just Jesus that crucified everybody back then. To show, do not mess with Rome. We have power. You do not. Just be happy you're alive. Whatever you have, be happy you have it. Be happy if you're not in pain. You know, you got some stuff. Don't risk it. So they crucified Jesus. And then the message that might makes right, it was wrong, goes out. One person at a time. Love builds. Love builds through Corinthia. Goes to Athens even. You know, it goes around to Ephesians. It goes from place to place around Greek and it slowly spreads. Because love is not as easy to spread as hate. Hate takes one. Hate takes one. Love takes two. Love is harder. Love is for the brave. If you hate people and you want to conquer the world by force, you've already been conquered by yourself. Hate is for the weak. Love is for the strong. It takes so very long for love to catch on, but when you feel it, love is way better feeling than that hate feeling. You know what I'm saying? So this guy, he says, we've already tried. We've already tried.
We cannot incarcerate our way out of violence.
But the Bible says, why do people commit crime so readily? Because crime is not punished quickly enough. And this man over here is calling God wrong and says you cannot stop criminals by putting them in jail. Pretty sure that's what the point of jail is. Stop those criminals. See what else this guy has to say, because it's very important. You listen to his words. They're scripted by the people who want you to fall for his bullshit. This guy isn't talking on his own behalf. He's talking to him on behalf of the one who pays him. What is he saying?
We've already tried that.
We've already tried that. Like we've already tried love. No. Love took 2,000 years to get to this point. To advance civilization where we build giant churches. It's not that big, that's a big deal, right? We had we have the Statue of David. Like I'm just laughing because like, you know, the building isn't important. The people are important, right? Like people living hand in hand. Like I'll go to like a lower income neighborhood. People go, Jim, don't go there. It's dangerous. I'm like, it is not dangerous there. I get hugs, laughs, and people like talk about it there like we talk about it here. They go, oh no, is there going to be violence in the street? And the lady at the store is like, there would be violence in the street if there's violence in the street. And they look around, there's people of all races hugging each other, and the kids, the very people we should be focusing on the most, the kids are relaxed, man. You know, it's supposed to be America. That's the whole point. America, you're supposed to be able to play your video games and relax. But people like this, who say crime should not be punished, and we've tried that already. Well, we've tried trial by juror by 12 people. Why don't we go back to just, you know, mob mentality, right? If that's a fact. What else can we go back in? You know, I wrote it down in the other place. Hold on a second. I actually have to pick it out because, like, going back in history, I don't even like to think about it. Like, you know, it's like it's terrible all the things you lose that we've had. You know, so let me look at my notes. While I think here, this is terrible. All right, well, we're trying to try free speech. We can get rid of free speech, right? We can get rid of parents having the right to keep their kid, right? You can have you know, let the guy in charge punish people directly. You know, why not give the guy in charge say Trump like full power to do anything he wants? You know, I mean, actually, at this point, you know, might need it to get America restored. But the idea is we don't want tyranny. We can't go backwards. So this guy back here, who says, drinking myself down here, who says,
And we've ended up with the largest prison population violence. We've already tried that. And we've ended up with the largest prison
he looks like he's reading from notes too, right? We just said it isn't his words. He's reading from notes.
population in the world without solving the problems.
Like he keeps looking down at his notes, and he's not delivering his message very well because it's not from his heart. It's from the guy who pays him money, right? Don't prosecute crimes. That's a Soros thing. Let the criminals do any criminal thing. Let the Americans form their own justice system on the side. That's how mafias are formed. In times where crime is not punished, in history, if you know it, that's the rise of secret societies and mafias, so that people themselves can create justice. Now, don't do that. Okay, don't take their bait. They want you to do that, but don't take their bait, right? Let's listen to what else this guy has to say. He's reading from
crime and
notes.
violence, the addiction
Look,
of
look, dude. He doesn't know what's going on. He looks back left and right, like, what's going on? Like, look, he doesn't have wherewithal.
violence, the
Look at him. He's
addiction
confused.
of jails and incarceration in this country. We have moved past that. It is racist, it is immoral, it is unholy, and it is not the way to drive violence down.
Yeah, it does actually. When you imprison people, it does actually. So anyway, if you don't think we've tried stuff, if you think everything we've tried has failed, so let's do some random stuff. You're going to tear down some big systems that the people behind us built for us in order to live our day-to-day life, right? If you tear down your house, you have nowhere to live in. If you're going to come up with a better solution than what we have now, maybe try that in another country. Don't tear down the best country in the world, the best working system. I mean, this is scientific stuff, right? We have a big globe, right? And there's like this nation of America right here. And then there's like hundreds of other nations that could be doing a grand experiment. They could try your grand experiment of not prosecuting anybody who does crime. Crime is legal here. Say, nation of Crimelandia. We will not prosecute any crime. We will say things that you should not do on this list of things. But if you murder people, we'll be like, hey, we asked you not to do that very politely. Why would you commit that crime? Why would you murder me for saying that? Why are you murdering that guy? Why'd you murder the king? Okay, you're in charge? You know what? I don't want you to murder me. I guess you're in charge, right? I mean, like Crimelandia. Who wants to live in Crimelandia where you can do anything you want? And then anybody around you can do anything you want. You fall asleep, you're not going to wake up probably. You might be chained up. You might wake up with chains on you. Now what? It's Crimelandia. This man wants no crimes prosecuted. We don't want people to go to jail who've done violent crimes. That'd be unfair to the criminal. Let's ignore the innocent, right? So going back in time, we don't have trial by jury. We don't have parents can keep their kids. We don't have any laws at all, right? And then it's might makes right. We went all the way back to Rome, right? And love did not work yet. So let's abandon love completely. No, sir. Anybody who says this, beware.
Violence, we've already tried that.
The-
and we've ended up
The already tried that crowd. Watch the frick out for the already tried that crowd. He wants you dead. He wants America destroyed. He's not coming up with his own self. They're like, let's watch him read this from the notes again. This is a man who wants you dead. He wants to let people murder. Okay? This is guys from Chicago, and he wants more murders. Let's listen to what he says.
we cannot incarcerate our way out of violence.
He seems
We've
so...
already tried that.
Look how
And we've
confused he
ended
is.
up with the largest prison population in the world without solving the problems of crime and violence.
He's
The
looking around like
addiction
he's confused.
of jails and incarceration in this country, we have moved past that. It is racist, it is immoral, it is unholy, and it is not the way to drive violence down.
You call someone holy while claiming God is wrong. God, we already said it. God says if you don't punish crime, not punishing crime, you'll have it. So the man is saying it's unholy to follow the Bible. This man is unholy and he wants America destroyed. Beware, beware, beware.
Violence, we've already tried that.
The already tried that crowd.